Hello everybody, this is Magnetar Prime with another Transformers video review, and this time I have the Transformers Collectors Club subscription figure 1.0 Ultra Mamooth. He comes in a foam packed box, as most of the Transformers Collector Club's figures. The box has 3 white stickers on the sides of it, and the sticker says Ultra Mamooth. I think they're acting as a seal, I guess. Now let's get him out of the box. He comes already transformed into his Mammoth mode, and I really like this figure. This is a very large figure, very heavy too. It is blue and white in colors. As you can see, his eyes are red, which is it is really cool. He looks mean. Now, as you know, this figure is a repaint of the original Beast Wars Neo Big Convoy. They did a black repaint of him as Nemesis Prime in the Transformers Universe toy line made by Hasbro a few years ago. So yeah, this is a really nice figure in his Beast mode. Usually, honestly, I don't collect Beast Wars figures, but when I hear about this exclusive, I just need to add it to my collection. This is a very nice figure to have. Now let me show you the technical data, which is right here. I'm gonna try to get it as close to the camera as I can. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to read it or not, but the technical data pretty much tells us that Ultra Magnus came to Earth and had to abandon his vehicle mode and became a Mammoth, and he was no longer an Autobot and he became a Maximal. So yeah, if you didn't know, this guy is actually Ultra Magnus, but he's not an Autobot anymore, he's a Maximal now. Now, as a Mammoth, this figure is not very poseable. It's got a couple of gimmicks. What you can do is this button right here on the top of his head, you can pull back and it will lift his trunk up, which is nice, but honestly I don't care about this gimmick at all. Then the other option is you can actually pull back his ears and it will make his tusk go all the way up, just like if he was just about to attack somebody. You can do it one at a time, or you could do both at a time if you want to. I think this is a nice gimmick, a very interesting gimmick. Let me get it closer to the camera. I don't know if you can see, but his mouth right here is open, which is kind of cool. I think it's funny. And he does have a tail, and you can just pull it back or pull it up if you want. Now I think that's all for his Mammoth mode. Now let's get him transformed. The transformation is a bit complicated. He has a lot of panels, which I'm gonna show you right here. As you can see, every single piece right here is a panel, and most of them will be either detached or rotated or flipped upside down, and it is a fairly complicated figure to transform into his vehicle mode, I mean into his robot mode, or from his robot mode to the Mammoth mode. Sometimes you can get stuck in the middle. So I recommend you use the instructions at least for the first few times. Again, before I get him transformed into his robot mode, I would like to show you his attack mode or weapon mode, which is kind of weird, but I'm still gonna show you. First, what you have to do is pull this up. No, wait a second. You're gonna pull this up right here and detach this panel on the back and open it up just like so. Same on the other side. You just have to be careful. You don't want to make him fall apart or something like that. As you can see, you got this up. Now we're gonna open up just a little bit of his face right here, his head, and we will pull up his head just like that. Now it is kind of weird, I know, but this section right here, we're gonna lift it up, as you can see, and we're gonna rotate it around. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna rotate him just like so, and rotate this like that. And this is his attack mode, I guess. It is kind of weird, I don't like it, but as you can see, it doesn't look that bad. It is just weird, you know, because once you rotate this section the other way, his trunk look kind of like his tail, so it is just fine. And this way you can actually attack or use the gun that is here. Let me bring the other missile, which I have it right here. And this gun comes with 2 missiles, which is cool. Oh well, you don't want to get in. Well, let's get him transformed into his robot mode. Now, after this section is all rotated up, we're gonna fold it up or push it up just like so, and we will deattach this section right here. You're just gonna pull it off, just like that, and we're gonna set this aside. I'm gonna show you this first a little bit. This is his gun, and it is a really nice gun. You know, it is cool. And like I said, you can get 2 missiles in here. I don't know why I didn't want to fit at first. Let me see. Here it goes. And to shoot it, there's a dial here that you just have to rotate it clockwise and it will shoot. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to lose my missiles. I don't want to shoot it on camera. Let's set this aside. Now let's get him transformed into his robot mode. This guy is it is a little bit complicated. Like I said, it's got a lot of panels, but the easiest thing to do is deattach this gun off, and then we will just, let me see, his legs right here. Okay, we will untap this part right here. As you can see, there's a tab right here, and we'll do the same over here. We will flip the entire section down, and it is a little bit complicated. Sometimes you just have to be careful. Now these are his legs, as you can see. Now this part right here, we're gonna have to rotate it back, and it's easier to do it before we get him more advanced into the transformation. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna rotate this back. Okay, now this section right here, we're gonna rotate it around too, just like so. His arms in the back, the fists are tapped right here, so we're just gonna untap them and we're gonna move them up just like so. Same over here. Now we're gonna push this down. Get it on camera. I'm gonna push this section down. We will reveal his head just like so. Okay, now we will focus on his legs, which could be a little bit complicated. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push to the side this panel and I'm gonna rotate it up. The front part of his legs, I'm gonna push it up, and then I will open up his feet. As you can see, they will align with the other part or with the front part of his legs. Now make sure this panel goes back inside, and I will do the same thing with the other leg. I'm gonna push this part up, and oh, I forgot, I need to move up the panel to the side. I'm gonna push this up and I'm gonna open up his feet. Now I'm gonna rotate this panel up, push this up, part up, make sure that everything is straight, his feet. Now I'm gonna lower down his arms, and I'm gonna rotate the other arm around to the front again, and I'm gonna make sure that his shoulders are straight up right here, both sides. Then I'm gonna grab this part right here on top and I'm gonna rotate it to the side and make sure that the missile launchers is facing forward. Now here it is, and this is his robot mode. So this is a really nice figure. I really like it. He's a little bit heavy in the back, but that doesn't bother me at all. The colors are just awesome. I really like the white, blue, and red. He has the maximal sign or the maximal insignia right here in the middle. Now he has a gimmick as a robot. You can actually open up his chest and you will find the matrix. I don't know if it's the matrix of leadership, because this is actually Ultra Mamooth, but it is a matrix anyway. It is made out of plastic. It is silver and it has like a blue crystal in the middle. Now he can hold it in both of his hands or just one hand, and yeah, it is really cool. You know, I really like this figure. Let me see, let me show you how he can hold them in both of his arms. He could do something like this, I guess. And let's put it back into his chest compartment right here. Now, as you can see, these panels right here, they're kind of loose, and at first I thought it was only my figure, but after watching some other reviews, I've noticed, or they just keep saying that this section is very loose, and mine is just the same. So see, there it goes again. Well, that doesn't really bother me too much, but yeah, I mean, this is something I can deal with. You know, it is fine. Now he has a nice articulation. Oh, I forget to mention this. His head, he has two horns right here that you need to pull them off to make it look better. Now his articulation is really cool. He has ball joints on his shoulders. He got a hinge on his arms. He has no fist rotation, but he can move it up and down. He has some kind of melee weapon right here, which seems like a baton, and it is kind of loose, but this part can be attached right into his fist. Let me do it real quick here, and I don't know why it's not getting in. Here it is. No. Let me try it again. I just have to make sure that the fist is straight, and here it goes. Now the other one's the same too, but as I mentioned before, this part right here is loose, and let me try to get this other weapon out, but it doesn't want to come off, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it like it is. And this is his robot mode. It is a very nice robot mode. Let me see. He has two anchor missiles, which are these two right here. As you can see, they're red. They're very nice. These anchor missiles he comes with have been remolded compared to the original big convoy missiles. These are actually bigger, like I say. These are intended, or they are supposed to go in here, right into this panel section. This is the missile launcher. I'm not gonna peg them in right now, so I'm just gonna set them aside, and I'm gonna keep reviewing this toy. Now let's talk about the gun. This is a big gun, and right here on the top of the head there's a little section that you can pull up, and you will see the handle. This white handle right here, it will attach, or you can peg it right into his fist. Now this comes with two missiles right here, as you can see. This is what he looks with his weapon on. This figure is awesome. I really like this figure. I like the colors. Like I say, he has a nice articulation. His mammoth mode is pretty cool. His robot mode is cool. He has the matrix of leadership. He has a nice gun. He displays really nice. He's a Transformers Collectors Club exclusive. I highly recommend this figure. It will definitely look nice on your shelf. And with this, I conclude this Transformers video review. Thank you for watching. Until next time.